Guys, what's up? It is your girl Lock Looney Tune, and I am back here with another tune topic. Like usually I do not do these that often, but there's been so much going on in the news lately that it's really hard to ignore it because it's like everywhere. So this video is basically about Bill Cosby. Did he do it? Did he not do it? What's the situation? Now, in my house, it's sort of like a house divided. It got me and my husband. My husband, he thinks that he doesn't believe that Bill Cosby did what these women are saying. He doesn't believe it. I don't understand. I don't get it. Me personally, I can't be pulled in either direction right now. Like, I don't think that there's enough for me to say, you know what, he didn't do it, or you know what, he did do it. But there are so many different pieces to this puzzle that it makes you sit back and think, well damn, maybe he did do it, or well damn, are these women lying? But my thing is, it's crazy. So how many women is it down? Like how many women? Was it 12, 15, 20, 80? How many women is it? I'm sitting there and I'm watching and I'm just like, okay, every time you turn around, every time I decided to do this video, another person came up. It was just like, okay, wait a minute, I want to talk about the whole Bill Cosby thing, but I need to wait a couple of days because seriously, every single time that I even thought about it in my mind, bam, another woman came forward, bam, another woman came forward, bam, two women came forward. And I was like, okay, well shit, when am I going to get a chance, to talk about this? So I said, okay, the weekend. What kind of shocked me were, I guess, the last two that I saw, which was Janice Dickinson and Lou Ferrigno, the Incredible Hulk. His wife comes out and they both come out and say, that he did some inappropriate things, and Janice Dickinson is saying that, he was in his little flannel, whatever, patchwork. I'm like, a patchwork, that I was rolling. I was like, a patchwork robe? You mean to tell me, Bill Cosby was rocking a robe that looked like a quilt? And then I was like, Janice, I was giving her, for a minute, I was giving her the side eye. And even though, I was like, okay, I know how serious the issue of rape is, you know what I'm saying? But then I know, Janice Dickinson's, I know her history as far as drugs and stuff that she's been, she just looks a lot loopy sometimes when I'm seeing. I actually seen her recently on what's that show called, Botched. She was out of her goddamn mind. She was loopy as shit, but when she did the interviews, her mind was clear. She was giving really good responses. And I'm like, okay, well, maybe it did happen to her. I can't sit here and say for certain, 100% that these things did happen to her or they didn't happen to her. And then Bill Cosby ain't saying nothing. You know what? I ain't do it, or I'm not saying anything. I'm not even going to say I didn't do it. I'm not saying anything. I'm just going to keep my mouth shut. I'm going to sit here and do these little interviews. They did the little interview I saw on CNN with him and his wife. And his wife just sitting back on the side of him just like, and she's smiling. I mean, she holding that smile for dear life. And I'm just looking at her like, she a road dog, because I couldn't have did it. Because I would have been sitting over in the cut. If I would even have thought, my whole thing is this, is that even if I thought that my man was doing some mess like that, or if he came about and all these women came about and said these things about my husband, about my man, and they said this, and somebody came up to me and said, what about the allegation, I wouldn't been able to contain it. So I applaud Camille because she was able to keep it together, because I would have been on the side like, I would have been like looking at him up and down like, what the hell? What the hell are they talking about? What the hell is all this shit going on? I mean, she's been with the man over, what, 50 years? 50 plus? What? I mean, and I'm sitting there and I'm just like, damn, this is a man, this is Mr. Pudding Pie. And this is this Cosby Show. This the dude from the Cosby Show. It's the guy that we all grew up with. And I'm sitting in like, I can't can't believe it. You know what I'm saying? I can't believe it. And even if it comes out that it's true, you know, I don't know what to think. I grew up watching Fat Albert, you know. I grew up watching all of these different movies with him and Sidney Poitier, and I admired this man, you know. Howard University, you know, Ben's Chili Bowl in my city, you know what I'm saying, Washington DC, and I'm sitting there like, I can't believe that this is Bill Cosby. This is the dude that, you know, everybody wanted to have a dad like, you know, Cliff Huxtable. And what's Cliff Huxtable's job? What's his job? It's an OBGYN, yo. It's OBGYN. He was a man that sat there delivering babies. And I wonder, and that kind of makes me wonder too. I'm like, is he the one that chose to have that job on the show as a GYN, OBGYN? I wonder, is that, yeah, I don't know. I'm okay, I digress. I'm just saying, guys, I don't know. What do you think? Do you think that Bill Cosby is innocent of all charges? Do you think he's guilty? Do you think some of the women are just out here just trying to get a buck, just trying to, you know, jump on the bandwagon and say, oh, well, guess what, if I say he did something to me, maybe, you know, in the great big settlement or whatever money that come about this, because I believe that if it didn't happen to them, that's the reason why people are jumping on the bandwagon, because the man is worth millions. Do I believe that he will pay them off? I think he did do that with one lady, right? I'm saying, correct me if I'm wrong. I think he did settle in one case. You know, he did settle in one case. Do I believe that he will continue to keep paying out? I don't believe that. I don't believe this man is going to continue to keep paying. I don't believe that he'll. This is what I don't believe. I do not believe that he is going to make a statement. Seriously, this is some of the funniest shit that I've ever seen, and at the same time, some of the most serious shit that I have ever seen. Let me play devil's advocate for just a second, right? A lot of people are saying, you know, why they wait so long? Why they wait so long to come talk about this? You know, I think one of the first incidents happened in 1969, and then again in 1970, and then Janice Dickinson's Her Issue came out in 1982, and so on and so on and so on. I don't care how long it's been. You know, if a person says, okay, this person raped me, or this person sexually assaulted me, you know, people should really take it seriously. And, you know, I guess because rape is a really serious issue, you know what I'm saying? But you do have those women that will lie, you know, just for their benefit. So, I mean, everybody is not, you know, just going to be like, okay, well, yeah, this really happened to me. No, everybody is not a saint. Everybody is not a saint. You got people that are going to lie, you know, for their own benefit. But let's say they're telling the truth and they waited this long. A lot of women may wait a long period of time because, one, it is Bill Cosby that they're talking about. It's not like some random Joe Schmo off the damn corner. This is Bill Cosby, and they really probably didn't think that they would be able to fight Bill Cosby in a rape suit, a lawsuit, or anything like that, or a rape case, or that he would never ever do time, simply because he is, quote unquote, one of the biggest, you know, comedians and actors and whatever. That's one of the reasons why. I mean, I believe that is one of the reasons why that they didn't come forward at the time. Now that they're coming forward, and so many of them are coming forward, I believe the reason is because if one person is like, okay, well, this happened to me, boom, it gives somebody else, you know what I'm saying, the courage to come forward and say, wow, that happened to me too. I better get on this bandwagon. Now is my chance to say something. Now that this person has came forward, I don't have to be afraid anymore to say anything. So, you know, because it happened to me too. You know what I'm saying? This person's misery is my misery too. The same thing that happened to her happened to me. Maybe not the exact same thing, but you know what I'm saying. A lot of women are afraid. I mean, come on now. Y'all seen CSI and y'all seen Law and Order, SVU. Y'all seen situations, and I mean, that's not, you know, real. real life, but I'm pretty sure that there are real situations like those shows where women have been sexually assaulted and they really didn't want to say anything, and years go by. You know, years go by. You kind of be intimidated by someone as big as Bill Cosby. Not everybody can treat everyone else in these celebrities, you know, the same. You know what I'm saying? Let's give an example. Say somebody walked up to you on the street, just some average slow-mo dude, some random dude, whatever, and gave you a hug or got up in your personal space and you ain't know who the fuck he was. You know what I'm saying? Now let's just say Bill Cosby came up to you on the street, gave you a random hug, and I'm talking about not Bill Cosby that you heard all these allegations about. I'm talking about Cliff Huxtable. I'm talking about Cliff Huxtable. You know, Mr. Fat Albert, Mr. Pudding Pop, Mr. Jello Pudding. Yeah, he came up to you on the street and gave you a hug and was all up in your personal space. You probably would be like, hey Bill, what's going on? How's it been? Blah, blah, blah. But now that you have heard these allegations and all of that, I bet you if Bill Cosby ran up to you on the street, you wouldn't be like that. I bet you'd be like, whoa, Bill, wait a minute, slow your roll, buddy. No, you need to back up. No, you need to give me a little bit of space in between. No, I don't need you touching all that. See, and that's the whole situation. We go off of what we hear. You know what I'm saying? So it's hard for me to make a determination on whether he did these things or not. But yes, I am giving him the side eye on that. I'm definitely looking at him like, come on now. I don't know. I'm like, why all these women coming out there like that just saying this all of a sudden? But it is what it is, you know what I'm saying? That's how I feel about it. That's how I feel about it, because he can still say something. There's time. There will always be time, because frankly he hasn't been brought up on any charges. No, obviously nobody is believing that. But these who you call it, the sponsors and all these other people, these networks and all these different TV shows and Netflix and all these people with TV Land, they're thinking about it. They're definitely thinking about it. They're pretty much getting with the whole Paula Deen concept of what they did to her, snatching your endorsements, snatching your deals. But he's still making money. He's still making money because people still booking him. It's not complete. Like, it's not a really big thing for him, because people are still supporting this man. People are still booking him for shows and stuff like that. And I'm like this because they don't know. That's just making a judgment saying, okay, well, we don't really know what's going on. So you have an engagement with us and we're going to book you and you're going to get on stage and you're going to do your thing. You know what I'm saying? So, but Netflix and TV Land and all them, they're pulling it. Tell you one person ain't pulled them yet. Centric. Y'all watch Centric? I'm still watching. It's not going to stop me from watching The Cosby Show. It's going to stop you from watching. I still like The Cosby Show. I'm not afraid to say that I do, neither. I'm proud to say it. I like it. It's a TV sitcom. It's not real life, so damn. I'm still going to watch it. I'm still going to watch A Different World. I'm still going to watch The Cosby Show. I'm still going to watch anything related to it. I'm still going to eat Jello pudding. Damn it, I really don't give a shit. I mean, some people feel as though, yeah, I'm not going to support him. I'm not going to show his stuff on TV because he may be a rapist, or he might have sexually assaulted some women. But, who's to say? I don't know. Whatever you feel, however you feel about it, put it down in the box below, in the comments, and let me know how you feel about this. Alright, guys? So, until my next video, guys, I'm going to holler at you. Peace.